Are you by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys needed 2 people to do a technical.
Yeah, but the other one I have a little bit sick.
Sick.
Sick, yeah.
Do you mind if I shoot?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you're used to that. Do you want to look at where the leaks are in the roof that I know of?
We can start outside and then inside.
Okay, great. We're talking about roof and facade. When we go into the turrets, you can see the water infiltration. The walls are all wet. There's multiple things. The windows are gone, so they have plastic there that's busted through. But I don't know how much leaking is happening from inside because you can't see it.
I hope to check because this is the more difficult thing of the wall.
To figure out where it's coming from,
Exactly.
which is I thought what you were going to do today.
Yeah.
Because I'm counting on you guys to tell me what's happening. I've never had a slate roof before.
The wall.
I have never worked in France before.
The wall.
So, okay. I think she spent about 5,000 euros, but I still have 12 active leaks that I can count. And that was done 1 month ago.
Yeah.
So we're talking about restoration of the tile. So we're talking about cleaning and replacing. And then all of the stuff on the top where those decorative bits are, replacing the ones that are broken. I don't know if that is a stone that's missing over there by that turret or if that's just water damage. I can see sort of it looks like the same shape over there, but it might just be dirty and wet. I think that the flashing around the dormers and the fireplaces is probably where...
There isn't.
Right. Mauro thought that maybe the balcony was going to have to be fixed, but it's very sturdy from inside, and I think it's mostly just dirty. On the balustrades, replaced.
No. It's not connected.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, okay. Oh, all of them? Or is that one too?
Yeah.
All of them.
This one works. This one no.
Okay.
This one works. This one no. Yes. This is.
Okay, so here there are a lot of broken ones, probably because they fell down.
I don't know. Maybe it's the water inside.
Uh-huh.
The water enter, the iron go, and so
Yeah.
this is the collapse.
Okay.
This is concrete. Huh?
Right. So I was told that these are stone around, but I can see, I don't know if that is brick.
No, it's I don't know
It's
it's like a mushroom.
Okay.
Look.
So that's just on the surface
It's possible to clean.
because it looks like brick
Yes.
to me, and I know they used a lot of brick in the building of it.
No, it's
Okay, fine. Oh yeah, I see it. Right.
It's the
yeah,
same.
it's on top. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can see from this turret, see that starting to flake off up there, that stone.
Yeah, it's broken because maybe the construction they put not the right.
Mortar.
Yeah.
Oh, I
movement,
see.
It's 100 years old and more.
Yeah, 130s.
Can
I
arrive
mean.
also that we can repair.
Okay. I think that pane of glass is gone. Okay.
But in general, it's in a good situation.
It could be way worse. This is a fake window.
A fake window, yeah.
3 fake on this side and 3 on the other. So this was an addition. They added this later. It's not in any of the photographs. So I'm on the fence about it.
Not our job, but if you want to put the roof more higher,
That's what I was hoping. Add height.
maybe change the roof in an arch roof.
Yeah, like an arch to match
Yeah, you have to find someone who do that.
That's a good idea.
You can transform in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
With an arch.
I think the bell is original. Okay, so then the terrace is not original. I have some postcards from the turn of the century. I mean, it's in pretty good shape. Question for you. What parts do you think are painted? Do you think the stone is also painted?
Maybe. Maybe. To uniform the
To make it uniform?
the
And I was-
original color of the stone.
Okay, good. So then,
Spider.
oh,
Big one.
is that a bad one?
This is granite. This is a lime over here.
Okay, lime, granite. Okay, good. And then these are concrete, right? So anything that was embellished.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stone.
Yeah.
Okay, so these would have been carved stone potentially or concrete.
I'm gonna be stone.
Gonna be stone. Yay!
Because the 1891 the concrete start, so it's difficult to. But you know, this one,
Yeah.
in my opinion, it's stone because it's the.
You can see the chisel.
Yeah, I don't know exactly to explain,
Yep.
but I can check the right term. You know that?
Yeah. Basically, the chisel.
It's handmade.
Yeah, handmade. Oh, good. Yay!
Yeah, it's handmade. This.
Because Mauro thought this was all concrete.
Maybe, in my opinion, the protection of the balcony it's in concrete, so it's a mix. Some
Fine.
part it's in concrete, some part it's
Okay,
in
that's
stone.
fine.
This is the example. This is stone, but in here they put some painter. You know.
Oh, they painted this.
Yeah,
Sure.
a little bit.
What do you guys usually do? Do you just sandblast it?
In my opinion, the best is to before to start the general restoration to do something in here.
Yep.
To check the color, the result, the perfect result. Maybe you can wash and look how is the original color and decide if inch or to protect.
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
leave the original color.
A clear.
You can choose.
You can see the discoloration of this. That's water, or is that sun? Why it's so much darker up there and dirtier than down here. Or maybe they just had a power washer so they could clean this, but they
the
couldn't
machine to
reach
wash,
this.
exactly.
Okay, so you don't scaffold at all.
You know,
You do everything from
without
harness.
scaffold. Yeah.
It's the whole point.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why I love it.
important to look at the roof, but in my opinion, you can do a lot of the work ropes without the scaffold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on this dormer, there's a big crack, a missing mortar.
Yeah, it's without a model now.
Yes. And I can see same thing on this fireplace, this chimney.
Yeah.
I think that crest is going to clean up really nicely. I don't think anything's missing.
This part maybe have a little bit movement. So,
Because this is the entrance to the cove.
okay.
So that's all blue slate, right? I could open that up, huh? Get some air circulating down there. I've got a big bad leak right here in the cove on this side. So I think it's got to be from this. I need a drainage person. And then you can see various things on the turret. Probably the same thing here.
This one is not without mold, so
Yeah.
it's free.
How funny. A couple of them are, that coming apart. The worst ones seem to be on the other side, so that must get most water. Oh, so they opened that stone up and added power for those outside lights. There's a box there.
Electric cable. Not so nice.
No.
Then they have the gas lamp, you know?
Okay. In 1891, it would have been gas.
The gas, yeah. No, electricity is too.
Too recent.
Yeah. The castle 1920. In my opinion, the original was gas, and this one is not original. It's addiction. Because you know they broke the stone behind.
Oh yeah, you can
The
see.
electricity is recent, maybe 70 years ago.
Yeah, recent
but
70
recent
years.
to the origin of the castle.
Right.
But the access is not nice.
That's ugly. Yeah.
It's a little bit ugly. In my opinion, you can remove and put a little bit, maybe a light.
Mount it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this system, right?
To protect the wind. Yeah, it's okay.
There we go. Right.
You have to put that. Okay.
All right, you ready to go up to the attic?
Yeah.
Let me grab the flashlight.
Hello? No, t'inquiète pas. L'important c'est qu'on débloque la chose. Allez, je suis là, après je te dirai. Oui, c'est bon. Ciao.
French and Italian combination.
Totally Italian, but I speak French because I work in French since 2019. And I love the country, you know.
Balcony feels stable.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
It's stable. No. It's little, so don't worry.
Are those stable?
Yeah, it's very big.
All right, after you.
Thank you.
Oh, I was going to take this down before you got here, but I didn't have time. Very cheap stuff.
It's only to a thermal protection.
Yeah. So that would be the construction of the entire thing all the way down, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the bird just come through behind your head? This is a broken piece of glass there, so it's coming in there. And oh, hi little bird. He's trying to get out. Do the windows open? I think those do. Oh, poor little bird.
Yeah.
Can you try to open that?
Yeah.
Oh, he found it. Okay, he went to that one. Well, almost. Oh, it worked. Okay. Oh, poor thing. There's that one's open. Keep going up. Go up. It's a big hole. Big hole. That's how he's trying to get out.
Yeah. Maybe open this one.
Yeah. Nope.
My friend.
I'm gonna go to every window that's closed.
This one is open.
Yay! Oh, I wasn't
Sweet.
recording that, darn.
There you are.
I'm assuming this is not structural because there's a very thin
This one?
window. Oh, there's the piece. Oh, there's the piece that was missing on the top. Yay, we've got it. That's the missing piece.
Good supervision.
So these are the windows that they replaced here.
It's possible to repair.
We just had a big storm. So wherever there are buckets and blue tape is where I currently have leaks.
To identify where.
Yeah. So what would these things have been? Iron to hold the chimney together?
Is a structural function. It's
Okay. It
interesting
doesn't
to know.
seem very big.
Or maybe it's some. Maybe.
Oh,
from,
they
from
took
here
that
to
out.
there, it's cut. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit cut.
I wonder why they did that.
Maybe the other two sides were there. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
The structure.
Okay. And that looks like the end of a big beam up there. Would that have gone? Oh, they probably removed it to put that there.
2 beams. Yeah.
Uh-huh. The very top one and these.
Look at there.
This is where I'm gonna leak. There, here, I think. I want to open as high a ceiling as
And to have so
possible.
many rooms.
Yes. When you have a slate roof like this, and you want to insulate and use these as rooms, how do then you identify where you have leaks? Because
I'm thinking, if you want to transform this space in a house, it's ideal because it's very nice. It's a wood structure. Now it's a little bit covered, but look at that. The problem is the thermal protection.
that's right.
And in the roof, I'm expert of that. It's very important to protect for
Yeah.
the winter, but also with the protection for the summer. Because the good protection for the winter is
Not
the
good for the
same
summer.
Imagine if you have a stone with this, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Because imagine the stone at the south facade.
Yeah, hot.
The sun from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. it's 50, 60 degree. And you touch, it's like a barbecue.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
inside it's horrible to live. We are obligated to isolate, but a lot.
Yeah,
15, 20
Centimeters.
Yeah.
So
You have to decide if you prefer to look at the original structure,
right.
and so you have to remove the.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. The
You
goal.
know the difference.
Yes, I do,
Yeah, all over will be covered.
but not this. This is out exposed.
Yeah. Yeah, very pretty.
Once we decide to insulate and put plaster back the walls or drywall, whatever you do, in between the beams, then how do you know when you've got leaks on the slate roof outside because you're covered?
Now you can look if you want.
Right.
Where is the
That's
problem?
my
It's
question
easy.
is-
I am arriving. If you put the insulation and all is covered,
Yeah, you
all
can't.
became very difficult to detect.
I got you.
Maybe
Yeah,
impossible.
impossible. Okay.
This is the problem because if you cover all, yes, inside will be good, but it's an ancient system.
Okay.
It's overall. The aesthetic is different. Yeah, this is very disgusting. But
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
shape is like concrete, you know. It's horrible. It's
Yeah.
polystyrene, you know.
Yeah. That I'll take down this next couple weeks. Yeah.
Very horrible.
So that's the only fireplace right now that's up here. These were been the only two occupied rooms. These are pretty doors up here though, pretty hardware.
Yeah, though
You know?
it's original. Huh?
Yeah, pretty.
Because this one is handmade.
Yep.
This is original, the end of the 19th century.
The hinges are pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's typical of France, the three. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
In Italy sometimes it's only two.
Oh, okay. Tidbits of information, love that.
And maybe this one is American wood, peach pine. Do you know?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
from Pennsylvania in the end of the 19th century.
They brought it-
A lot of wood arrived from Pennsylvania, Virginia. You know.
You said that's pine. It doesn't have very many knots.
We call that peach pine.
Pitch
I
pine.
don't know. Maybe you have another kind of
Okay.
finish. The problem is now it's very expensive because the finish.
Yeah.
It's a pine.
Okay.
Usually it's from America. And now it's very expensive.
The turrets are over here. So this
This is
would have
alright.
been like the roof of the turret.
But it's not possible to look inside. I
No.
think. Yeah.
Well, we can go inside them in the office, but only part of it. I can't see
Yeah.
all the way up. We can go back in there.
Two layer, you know.
So it would have been one
One
original,
another one.
and then they added another one.
An addiction, you know.
Okay,
The white one is an addiction.
later.
Yeah. What else?
And these are not as pretty, these doors. This looks like these are added later,
Yeah.
not ornate like those
Not
two.
decorated like the other.
Yeah. So then I'm guessing this is the part of the flue, the chimney? I don't know. Or is that just around a beam?
No, it's the wood covered.
Oh, funny.
This is wood covered.
Okay.
Yeah. In the water, it's horrible. Very nice.
If I can figure out a better situation for this, because this is the skylight.
Yeah, remove this is not
Yeah.
interesting. Maybe you can put a new glass, structural glass. Now you can have the glass able to
Walk on. Yeah.
It's very nice. And so this one.
Because I would like for this to be a central room for all the guests to gather in, like a salon room.
Very nice.
I don't know what the access to the roof is. We took that down because there's stairs, but that's probably only to service this. There is no roof access there. Yeah. There's no roof access there, so I think it's just to service the heating
I don't know.
thing.
Because the exit for the roof maybe is that.
Oh, you think?
I don't know.
Over the top of this glass thing,
I
though?
don't know. Yeah, it's only an access to this part, you know.
Yeah. That's just the roof of the hallway, basically.
The exit for the roof is that. For the wood, with the electric system, it's
Yeah, we know.
a
Yeah.
little bit to
You think?
improve.
You think?
And also the window.
Yeah, these are bad.
No.
It's not installed properly either.
It's not. Yeah, it's a new window, but compared to the beautiful of the castle,
Yeah,
plastic
they're
window is
horrible.
not the best one. You know?
Looks like they took some out, didn't they? For this. Like they opened it.
This is
there.
brick.
Yeah, it looks like they took them out here because it didn't fit.
Can I open?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, stick.
Because the window should fit in here, right? The original window would have fit here.
Yes.
They made this
is a
too
little
big.
bit bigger.
That sucks. They cut the brick.
Yeah.
What idiots.
Here they put some silicone.
Yeah. Yeah, why they do dumb stuff like that.
Look, the water stay in the 1 centimeter.
Oh, will you send me that photograph?
Yeah.
Can't believe they work. Ooh, yeah. Flies. Everywhere. Flies. Oh, yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah, yeah. That piece of glass is about to go flying out. Yeah.
The fly. Close? Is that?
I think so.
I don't know.
No? It's not moving.
I'm not sure. For me, it's alive.
It's frozen like it's trying to play dead. It's going like,
Oh, it's alive.
well, it's certainly not moving.
Oh.
Oh, there's the antenna.
It's alive?
I don't know. We'll never know. Voila. I'll need to have these remade. At least I have the original shutters.
Yeah, this
Still.
one is original.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I have, I think,
And also the window, it's very cheap for the time, you know. It's not a.
it wasn't glamorous, yeah.
It's a normal window.
I think there's only one.
Maybe the other one is
They disintegrated.
because you can connect the ropes to the wood and exit to the facade. To the restoration of the facade, you can use the.
Oh, you access from the
window
windows.
for the
I
access
got
to
you,
the
got you,
facade
got you.
for work. Connect the ropes to the wood
Sure.
structure and exit.
Sure, sure. When you guys do restorations of facades, do you also do window restoration or no
Usually
windows?
we don't do.
You just do the stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are
Yeah.
the points of interest. You have to waterproof all
Yes.
of that. Because without the waterproofing, the insulation is condemned to fail.
Right. Understood.
And also, you know, all the connection are in iron,
Yeah.
but
Rusty.
130 very rusty. It's not a very problem, but you put the insulation and you forgot that.
Yeah.
Eh.
Right. They're going to fail. I wonder where those came off of.
Decorations.
Yeah,
I
wonder
don't
where
know
they came from.
Maybe they fell down from the chimney. I don't know.
And then things like this, like these splits in the wood, here, here, and here, that kind of thing. Do you
In this
have to
case,
replace those pieces?
it depends. But in the idea of a bigger restoration, it's important. Maybe change, but to change this, we are obligated to change all the.
Everything. If you change one, you have to change them all.
Yeah.
Great.
We are.
At a fork. We're at a fork in the road.
The very cheaper one to make some reparation to gain 10 years,
Yeah.
5 years, but not more. The other way is to a stronger way, but for 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
But it's important to understand this.
I understand.
The,
I've renovated quite a few buildings, so I'm not unaware.
yeah.
I am not unaware.
I imagine.
Yeah.
It's important to.
You have to say it out
To
loud.
understand exactly what we can do or not to do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very, very important.
One bare bulb.
It's typical of the stairs in France.
All the buildings have the same staircase. Okay. They told me these were stone, but they're painted.
I'm not sure if it's not.
I'll show you on the griffin's ear. You can see this here. Looks like the paint.
Maybe stone paint. In concrete is difficult to have to this detail, you know.
Okay, so you think it's carved?
This one is, in my opinion, it's carved in stone. This element is carved in stone. The other is very regular, but I think all in stone.
That's what they told me, but I don't know that I know that they know, you know.
But it's difficult. You have to.
Same thing as the stairs. The stairs have been painted
Yeah.
clearly, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think they're stone, or do you think
Maybe this is
the
stone
top and that's
this
wood?
Is painted.
Is that wood then?
No, it's painted.
I know, but
Stone
what?
painted.
Painted on what?
Yeah, like stone, but.
Like a concrete sort of
Or
plaster? No.
only plaster, maybe a good plaster. But you have to.
Scrape it.
Yeah.
Because you can see down here, the paint is coming off. And you can see over there, it looks like
No, you have to,
scrape.
scrape to understand.
I thought you were going to do that today.
This is marble.
In your opinion, because this is unpolished, rough hewn, but then over here we have polished on the outsides. Like, was that a choice? Like, would they have done that at that time period aesthetically? It's odd, right?
No, it's the kind of marble. I don't know why they choose that. It's inside. Maybe they use some older.
Do you think they replaced it?
No. Maybe they used some marble from ancient building.
Oh,
It's not normal marble
I know.
inside like that.
I know.
This is outside, It's very atypical.
That's what I thought, because here they're all polished
Yeah.
and it's slightly different color. It's more purple, like the fireplace, and then this is
But this is not normal. That is the water from 200 years, 300 years, maybe more.
So what kind of stone do you think that is then, if it's not marble?
It's a marble, but exposed for century. I don't know why they choose that, because it's.
Yeah, it's weird. I hate it.
You like?
No.
I don't like
It catches dirt and you'll never get it clean.
It's possible to clean.
Can that be honed?
You can polish, but the problem is you have a loss of
Yeah.
material,
Right.
1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, you can litigate all to reduce. It's a lot. 5 millimeters.
Can you fill it in?
Or you have another possibility. If you like the aesthetic, you can cover with
Yeah.
a resin.
Well,
With the resin, the surface, it's easy to clean.
Holes there too. She had rugs down, so you couldn't really see it, but here it's transitions. It's very strange.
Or maybe it's a marble not good for this temperature.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe they choose a marble from Greece, I don't know where from. In this weather is not adapted.
Oh, makes sense, because it's so wet.
Take, the travertino, it's the stone of Rome.
Yeah.
You take the stone of Rome, you put that in Milan, in the north.
Really? Makes sense.
Because it's not a marble, it's a stone that like water,
Yeah, sure. It's more porous.
Exactly. They attract the water, so in Rome it's not a problem because in the winter the temperature is 10, 12, 8, but in Milan minus 10.
Right, sure.
So,
Do you think that this was original?
I think so.
Is it in what we call
Concrete.
encaustic tile, where it's baked all the way through so you can
Because
sand
you
it?
know Gaudí in Barcelona, they do work like that.
Who?
Gaudí.
Gaudi. Yeah, right.
Barcelona,
Yeah.
They use this kind of tile. It's concrete tile. This one.
How I understand it, the color is all the way through, so you can sand it down. The pattern is all the way through.
It's a little bit deeper. It's not a painted. It's inside the structure.
It's in here also, so I think this is added later. And this was a floating staircase.
Yeah.
I really want to make it that again.
Yeah.
Because this is ugly here.
Yeah. It's not You can
open this all the way up.
Yeah.
Do you think structurally, because I'll ask you as an architect, you'll probably tell me no.
Yeah.
But I think the staircase is so pretty that I would like to see it when you enter. Is it possible to open this up, do you think?
Yeah, it's a little bit expensive because it's more okay. Are you have only this you want?
Well, I want to see it, so whatever I can do to open it up, if possible. Yep.
You can insert the bin and became a bigger one. So this one is not terrible. It's not original.
No, that the owner did that. The last owner did that. All of these on top, and he was starting to do this 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
It's not,
the people I bought it from did this, and they also did this. I don't hate that, because that's a big job to do, but it's starting to peel. Up there.
And maybe also the window.
The skylight. You think they added that?
Maybe they
Not original.
No, it was more colorated.
Oh.
The two heads,
Yeah.
in my opinion, all was colorated.
Do you think it is original though?
The two heads maybe are original, the other one no.
The two reds are original.
The shape of the glass is different.
Yep.
The center one it's a kind, the other
rimmed.
another.
It's probably, and
Probably
then that's
they
clear
go-
versus this is green.
Probably they stop to use the colorated one, and I don't think that all was red, not.
No.
But maybe a little bit gray, a little bit white.
So you think the green would have been added in
Maybe
like
a
40s or
decoration.
50s?
Yeah, like
or...
the cathedral, I like this,
Which is weird that they use blue, because blue is nowhere else.
No, but to understand that the MRE is not, in my opinion, is not original.
In here, these are depictions. They owned the lake, and all 360.
This color also it's very used at the end of the 19th century.
I actually
The
love
orange.
that color. The orange
orange.
is very pretty.
In my opinion, it's impossible orange here and not orange there. I think if you have this, maybe you can reproduce the original color on the...
What's weird is that they use so many random colors. Like this is purple.
Yeah, it's
Right, but it's purple. Like, and then these are orange.
Yeah, it's the sensibility of
The person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the builder.
The owner. His name was Henri Leto.
Le premier, the first.
Henri Leto. And we see that on the front.
Yeah.
And then in a church not far from here as well.
Yeah.
But I think something was here too. Does it look like? This looks like it's.
You think?
I don't know. This seems weird. This little bit.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
original. They don't cut something.
No. Okay.
You have to check in the building if the other one I like that or different.
Do you have any wisdom about how to find the original plans? The woman I bought it from says there are no plans. We've tried to find them. I was wondering if there's another place that I can go, you know?
At the age it wasn't, the law wasn't to deposit the
Sure. You didn't have to give the plans to the
no,
city.
it's free. Ah, this is the original.
Yeah. This looks like a hedge, right?
Because maybe in their archive, for a castle, maybe they have something. For a castle.
right.
Not for a normal building, but
Right.
for a castle, maybe yes. This is without the veranda,
Yeah, exactly.
without the bell. So the bell is not
Oh,
original.
bell's not original either. Okay.
No.
Okay,
No.
good. Good to
if
know.
you wanna
So if I
move,
wanted to move the bell, I
you
like the
can
bell,
move,
but yeah, we
with
can move
this
that.
you can move
Okay.
because it's not so interesting.
Yeah.
Especially if you
Can you
change
see
the veranda.
what was in the alcoves where there are no lights struck there?
Mhm.
Looks like no lights there at all.
No, look,
Yeah.
you can remove. It's bad. You can put a light down to the top. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice effect. Good to have the original photo.
So they added these horrible doors.
Ah, good. Oh, good.
These are covered in fabric, this one. So I'll show, but I started taking the fabric down. Ooh, yeah. I started taking the fabric
Nice.
down in the other one. So this was covered with carpet, and we found this, which is
Okay.
exciting.
Oh, the little problem of this is that it's not protected from the humidity, you know?
Yeah. I'll show you the other one where I started to remove it. So this is plastic, and they, so that's got a leak, obviously. So then over here, I started to take down, I started to take all of the fabric down in here, so you can see what's happening
Yeah.
with the mold. Is that the dangerous kind of mold? That,
one?
yeah.
No.
That's not the really super bad toxic kind?
No. Don't worry.
Okay. It's not my rule, I know
You
that.
can wash.
Okay. They had painted already, faux finish here. You can see he tried to replicate that. So I don't know at what point they did this piece. It had several layers of wallpaper on top of this.
This is disconnected, you know?
Yeah.
Because this is the wood structure
Yeah.
from the
This.
axis.
This looks new.
Not terrible. This is Look, at the origin you have the tapestry.
Wallpaper.
Wait.
But this is original. They painted this first.
Yeah.
Then
they
they
change
added
idea.
this.
They do that.
Yeah.
And then they put the insulation.
Right.
But for me, the best is to
Take
clean
it all
out-
off.
Yeah, to arrive to the original.
But do you think this painting is original, or do you
for
think
me it's
just stone?
yeah.
It would just be
like that, you know.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for me, they had the problem of the mushroom.
Yeah.
So they decided to protect with the painted.
Yeah, faux finish.
Yeah.
If I get the ladder, can you pull this back and see if you can see into the turret?
I don't know.
Can you see past it?
In my opinion,
There's something solid there.
In wood.
Okay.
For me, the origin was open.
It was. I think it's pretty. It would be nice to have them open. That would be cool. And probably stained glass windows.
And also this, I don't think it's original. It's
Yeah, of course. That'll come down, but not yet, because it's not in the worst shape. These are bad, and I want to get these open.